Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are here for night 4 of Reggie's Sleepout. I am filling in for Rusty Johnson tonight. My name is Blake Willadsen. I'm the development coordinator here for Iowa Homeless Youth Centers, and I am joined tonight by the O'Berrys. So Toby O'Berry, our director, is here, and it looks like a special guest tonight. Who is this?
I'm Harper.
It's my daughter, Harper.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Harper. So Harper is going to talk a little bit tonight about some of her experience with Reggie's Sleepout in just a bit. But we'll go ahead and get started. So every night we try and showcase some of our exciting sleepouts that you guys are doing at home. And so we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those photos here. We encourage everyone to share photos with the hashtag RSO at home. We'll be showcasing different photos each night of the event here. And it'll be very exciting to see everybody's sleep outs. So we're going to go ahead and start here. We got a really neat photo. I want to tee that up for us.
And Harper, do you know who that is?
That is my best friend Austin's dog.
Yep, it looks like Austin and his family were sleeping out with their dog Harlow. Very, very cool to see that the whole family and the pup got to join.
Yep.
We also have a lot of folks participating, trying to be really creative in different ways in how they're fundraising this year. And we had people making waves in the neighborhood. So I'll talk a little bit about Kayleen here and their fundraiser that they did. A little dunk tank in their front yard to try and raise funds for Reggie's Sleepout. So thank you, Kayleen and your family, for trying to mix it up a little bit.
That's pretty cool, the dunk tank. I haven't seen that as kind of one of the fundraisers before for Reggie's Sleepout, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and one more. We've got kind of a special one here. So this is Whitney Blakemore from Channel 13 News. And Toby, you talked to Whitney a little bit this afternoon, actually, didn't you?
Yep, I did. We did an interview about Reggie's Sleepout, and she's a great champion for the event and did some of her newscast in a tent.
Yes, and you can see that's a beautiful sculpture garden in the background there. And it's really cool to have people across the community get involved with this event. I mean, it's been going on for years, but every year we have new people get involved, and so it's exciting to bring you aboard. So thank you, Whitney, and thank you, everybody who has been sleeping out with us over this past weekend. And I know this Labor Day, it's nice to have a little extra time with friends and family, and so it's great that you can do some sleeping out as well. We'll kind of pivot here. So every night of the event, we've got a different at-home educational activity.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight, our focus is kind of on the IHYC meal program. So I don't know, Toby, Harper, if you want to talk a little bit about this cool activity we had teed up for tonight.
So tonight's activity was around our, like Blake had said, our meal program. And a lot of our youth are kind of first learning how to cook and haven't really been exposed to cooking that much. And our chef of our meal program with our youth's input created a cookbook, kind of basic, simple, easy recipes that our youth are able to accomplish and figure out when they move into their own housing. And one of the activities today was, what was the activity?
A egg in a mug.
Egg in a mug. Yes. So what were some of the steps for it?
Water, 2 eggs, sugar, salt, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
and butter.
And a little bit of butter, and you microwave it for a couple minutes, and kind of that heating in the microwave turns them into scrambled eggs. How did they taste?
Good.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
We just forgot to add water.
We did forget the one of 3 ingredients. We got 2 out of the 3, but you did add some secret butter, which seemed to make it taste pretty amazing. So yeah, this educational opportunity is really for people to test out one of the recipes in that cookbook And it's also an opportunity to learn more about some of the recipes that our youth like. And our meal program even utilizes some of the recipes in that IHYC cookbook for meals that we prepare on a daily basis.
Yeah, and you can go back every day of the event. We're going to have a link in the email there where you can check out any of the past activities or videos that have been shared and kind of go at your own pace. So that's just one of the things that we've done over the week, and there's more to come. So very exciting.
Yep.
But we won't let you off the hook here too easy, Harper. So you got to do some really fun activities so far. Tell us just a little bit about how your sleep out went on Friday night.
It was good, though I've never slept out in Iowa before. It was kind of like camping a little bit, but much louder. I enjoyed being outside. It reminded me of Reggie's Sleepout, but just at home.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Harper's come to quite a few of the Reggie Sleepouts in the past, and you were excited to sleep out this year. Did you hear? Were there lots of animals and noises that you heard?
A couple times I thought I actually was hearing growling.
A rogue raccoon, potentially. So, but it was fun. We have a tent that we put up in our backyard, right? So it was a good event. What do you remember from the Reggie Sleepout at Drake Stadium? Some of the older ones. What are some of your favorite memories of that?
I remember you driving me around in the golf cart and me trying to take the wheel.
The golf carts. That's right. They are a fun volunteer opportunity at the Reggie Sleepout at Drake Stadium was driving golf carts, and Harper got to ride in one of those. Do you remember all the cardboard structures?
Mm-hmm. I remember one year there was a shoe.
There was, yep. There was a big Converse shoe. It was really big. So, yeah, Harper's grown up participating in Reggie Sleepout, and it's a great family event, and it's great educational components that are even stronger this year than in past years. And you have some of your friends who are participating, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've twisted some arms and convinced some of your other friends.
Mm-hmm.
Great work.
I think there might even be a picture of one of our other friends that we shared last night that she was sleeping out in their yard. So yeah, it really is a neighborhood and kind of family friendly event that everyone can participate.
And yeah, of course. And I don't know, Harper, if you wanted to just tell us a little bit, like in your own words, why you participated in Reggie Sleepout with your family or why this is an important event.
I participated in Reggie Sleepout because in a lot of places I've been, I've seen homelessness, and doing this, helping raise money for it, helps getting a lot of support to the communities and people that are actually homeless.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's always good to try and find ways to help out other young people, and awesome to see you doing that. So good work.
And I think we're probably going to sleep out the last night as well. So we're sleeping out the first night, and we'll end the event together and sleep out the last night.
All righty. Well, sounds like the O'Berry clan is having fun with it and doing a great job. So nice work, both of you. We'll go ahead. So throughout the week, we try and give you an opportunity to learn a little bit more, like Toby said, through our emails, through videos. And, for our live sessions, we also like to hit on just a little bit about some of the numbers and statistics to give you a better scope of the idea of what youth homelessness is in our backyard and, why we focus particularly on that age group. And so, Toby, I think you've got a few statistics here that you might want to be able to dig a little deeper and talk a little bit more about here.
Yeah, I think the first one that we're going to share is just the magnitude of our meal program and the number of meals that we provide. We provided over 12,000 meals in 2018, for youth that are hungry at our agency. So that 12,000 meals, it really is a large number, but it also shows you the importance of our meal program and providing nutrition for the youth that we serve. The second fact, it just talks about kind of the 5 key areas of how we support youth. The first being safe housing. The second being helping with living skills, like some of those cooking examples, that would be a living skill. And then even some of those skill building around education and employment, and then positive community engagement. And then the final stat of the night is really talking about a philosophy of our way that we connect and interact with our youth around positive youth development. And so what that is that's a strength-based approach. So that's where you take any youth that we work with, we try and find their strength that they bring to the table and utilize those strengths to help them become self-sufficient. So for example, if you have someone who maybe is really talkative and loves people and loves to talk, we would try and help that individual, maybe connect them with a career or a job where they can use that, like maybe a call center or some other type of a career where you can interact with a lot of people. So it's finding that strength of each individual and viewing that as a positive are some of the facts that we are sharing tonight.
Yeah, it's amazing the difference it can make for some of our youth to see that positive relationship with an adult, having someone that they can kind of bounce ideas off about, trying to get them, to explore who they are and learn a little bit more about their goals. And it's really, really impactful. So thanks for sharing there.
Yeah.
12,000 meals, that is an insane number. It's not just the kitchen too. I mean, we have some resources as well with the food pantry and some other pieces of our center that we try and give an opportunity for meals even during COVID.
Yep. Yeah, it's such a large, kind of a daunting number when you see that. But meals are a great way that we can provide that immediate support to a youth in need, is providing that meal.
Yeah, of course. And looking at meals too, I mean, we've got a great way to look at the impact of the event is trying to see how, that dollar amount really gets used. And so maybe we'll just take a quick look here. So how do we accomplish that many meals in a year, Toby?
So if you look at, say, for example, a $250 investment, or if you raise $250 at Reggie Sleepout, that would provide 180 meals for youth that we serve in our meal program. So that's really that dollar for dollar, $250 raise, you would provide that 180 meals. A $250 level investment also would cover 5 nights of shelter for one youth in our emergency bed program. Our 9 e-beds that we have at our Youth Opportunity Center, $250 would cover that 5 nights of shelter. And there's nothing better than providing kind of safe housing, and emergency shelter is one of the ways of doing that. And then another investment for that 250 level would provide all of our art supplies for 30 days for our youth at our Youth Opportunity Center. So a lot of our youth that go through trauma, art is a great therapeutic way to express their creative side and their outlet of the trauma that they faced. And so that $250 would provide 30 days of art supplies for the youth that we worked with at the Youth Opportunity Center.
Of course, yeah. I mean, when we're spending our time sleeping outside, nothing gives you more perspective to think about how just $250 can reduce that kind of fear and anxiety that's built out of, having to spend time sleeping outside. So,
Yep.
And I think we've mentioned it a couple times tonight, but our focus is on the meal program. So, Toby, can you talk a little bit about the IHYC meal program? Where's it based out of? How do we reach kids, and why is it important?
Sure. So our meal program, and it really is a program, and it's why we call it that instead of just providing meals. It's a program. It's based at our Youth Opportunity Center at 612 Locust Street in downtown Des Moines. When you look at food, it's really a way to connect with youth. So you think about our youth have gone through a lot of case management and maybe required intervention and services, where if you can sit down with the youth, maybe eat lunch together, talk to them about how their day's going, you can obtain all of the information that you need through that kind of interaction instead of trying to have that in an office type setting. So all 12,000 of those meals that we provide, we try and make them healthy. We try and make them nutritious. We have full-time staff that have trained culinary degrees that are able to create healthy, nutritious meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. And our staff are able to access that food as well. We have a lot of great partners that donate food to our agency. We get meat and produce and eggs and dairy and everything that we kind of play the game of. We figure out what we have as an inventory, and then the staff create these amazing meals on a weekly basis. But it's also just a philosophy. We put the menu up on the outside in the dining area of lunch and dinner, just like a restaurant would. So the youth know what lunch and dinner is going to be. We created the space to be almost a little bit like a bistro or a cafe instead of that industrial feel. So we're just trying to be mindful of utilizing food kind of as a meal program. And the team and the staff that you'll hear from in this video, they do an amazing job every day.
Yeah, I mean, behind the scenes here, when I've been working on these videos and talking to staff, hearing about the kind of detail that went into even just planning our center and how there's that table right there after you serve up where there's a little bit of extra space. So if you're wanting to meet up, and so we have a group of the youth who are staying here are emergency bed participants. Everyone can sit together at one table. It's big enough to accommodate a little bit of a larger group and get to know each other and just kind of chit chat over a meal. And that kind of makes a huge difference, just getting to be able to build rapport with the youth, whether it's a volunteer, whether it's a staff member, any way that we can connect. Food is universal. So like you said, we got a great video here just to kind of showcase and give you a little bit more of a sense of what our meal program is all about.
Whether it's with a friend or with a stranger, sharing a meal is one of the easiest ways to bring people together. One of the biggest ways we make an impact at IHYC is providing for youth in our community that are food insecure. In the year 2019, our meal program provided over 12,000 meals at an average price of $1.42 per meal.
We serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all of our clients who need it. All of our meals are made here in-house. We work as able to connect the youth to helping make the meals, helping them learn that life skills, and as well as getting their feedback on what menu we serve.
I'm Michael Davis. I'm the meal program coordinator at IHYC. I took this role because I wanted to experience personal growth and meet other individuals that have need to grow and learn and experience good food and good cooking. Yeah, so the majority of our meals come from the food bank. They provide our base, and the rest of it comes from the grocery store or other donations that come in. We've been blessed through all this COVID and electricity that people have donated a lot of meat that we needed. So hamburger and chicken, those are kind of our biggest needs is meat and vegetables, fresh ingredients like that.
This is our dining room area. We wanted to design it so it felt more like a cafe or a little bit more comfortable, not institutional at all. So we use this space for all of our meals. When drop-ins open, we have about 20 to 30 people here for meals. We serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right now, we are just open for our e-beds, and so we have this space where the e-beds can eat their meals. We also have a food pantry here that the youth can take food to go with them.
And one of my favorite things is lunch and dinner when all the youth gather together, and oftentimes they'll sit at the same table, and that's how they get to know each other. That's maybe the one time a day where everyone will sit down and learn about each other or converse and just have fun. So I get to know the youth in a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's through cooking when I have the opportunity to show them how, but taking them with me to the store and showing them some social experience and getting to know their life. There's been several that I've got to know really well and built relationships with that I didn't fully expect when I came into this position. And I'm just really grown to enjoy getting to know the individuals. I always think of ways and opportunities for the youth, whatever, how to relate to them, whether it's trying to find a new job or some youth trying to convince them to like use their talents to start a business of their own or whatever it might be. In my position, like the food that they grew up with culturally, I often ask what food they want to make or that they remember, and I usually try to make something along the lines of that.
Oh, pretty cool. Anybody hungry yet?
Yeah, hats off to Elizabeth and Michael for creating such a wonderful program at our agency. I think they do such great living skills even with our youth. Youth want to come in, they want to gravitate to the kitchen, maybe chop some vegetables, do some dishes even. It's just kind of a great hub for our agency. And it's a great component for even just volunteers, kind of pre-COVID volunteers. We rely on quite a few volunteers to help, and serving the food and cleaning and preparing and cooking meals is a great opportunity that I'm hopeful in the coming year that we'll be able to ramp back up our volunteer program and have more. We have corporations that come and serve meals every month, and individuals as well. So it's a great program at our agency, and it's fun to see the youth kind of thrive after they have a great meal.
Yeah, and I mean, you touched on COVID a little bit there. So we've adapted our service model for a lot of things at IHYC just because of the virus. How have we changed how we operate with the meal program, especially with drop-in?
Yeah, it's definitely been kind of a struggle, but our staff are really persevering, and we're providing the care and services that our youth need, and we're even providing the food. And the meal program had to adjust, and we provide food at the door for some youth that are able to take food to go now. So really, we're not going to let this pandemic stop us from providing care and support for homeless youth. We'll just do it in a different way and still care for the youth as much as we can.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the pandemic has changed a lot of things for us, but at the end of the day, we're always putting our youth first. And so whether it's the meal program or any other piece, that's where it starts and ends.
Yep.
So every night, part of our live stream here, we want to showcase the work you're doing and talk a little bit about some of the folks that are getting involved with Reggie Sleepout. I understand that we've got a team that we want to spotlight tonight, right, Toby?
Yeah. Yep. It's a team that their name is called the Night Owls, and they are. There's actually a couple different teams with owls as a theme. You and I were kind of joking about that a little bit. That this year is the year of the name with owls. And so this team created a cardboard shelter in their basement. And what's amazing is we talked about the impact today, and this team has already raised $300, which is, they had a goal of $250 and they've exceeded it already. So shout out to the Night Owls for getting creative, raising funds in support of homeless youth, and kind of giving back during this pandemic and helping their community.
Yes, very cool. And I love the cardboard sculptures. Yeah, even at home.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it's been great having everybody back. We're going to be here every single night at 7:00. Tune in. We'll be talking Reggie Sleepout. If you haven't had a chance to register, you can always keep going back. Registration is going to be open through September 11th, and the event will go on until September 13th. So we're just getting started, right?
Yep, we're in day 4 of 10, so plenty of time to sign up. A lot of educational videos and programs to learn about. It's never too late to participate. You can go to reggiesleepout.org.
Of course, yeah. Any closing thoughts? Anything else you want to add, Harper or Toby, before we kind of start wrapping things down here?
I don't think so. We're just happy to be part of it and looking forward to sleeping out again outside for Reggie Sleepout.
All righty. Well, we like to close out every night with a challenge.
Yep.
And tonight, we've got something special for you. So everybody, we're all connected on our phones. So throw a couple emojis up there, do whatever, friends, family. So we would like to challenge all of our campers, if they can, to try and find 2 friends that they can text and ask them to try and make a donation to their Reggie Sleepout team. So get creative with it. You know, like I said, throw in a couple emojis. Have fun with it. So, but yeah, of course, that's your challenge for tonight. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, as always, and thank everybody who's been sleeping out over this weekend. We've seen some really, really cool involvement through photos, so keep sharing those with us. And we're really excited. We're just getting started here with Reggie Sleepout. And so keep coming back for more. We'll be here, like I said, every night at 7 p.m. for this live stream. And you can still sign up, reggiesleepout.org.
See you guys tomorrow.